Yes, my people, damn, man is back with another video, and this is the Premier League table update, man. This is the Premier League table update, and thank you for all your support throughout the day. Man's done enough watch-alongs, and well, it's gonna recap on everything what happened this weekend. So I didn't watch every single game, but it gets like that. You guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Thank you for the support on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok simultaneously streaming right now. If any thoughts and opinions you have in the comments, I can't really see everything in regards to TikTok. So if I don't reply to anything you say, I'm sorry. When it comes to the Facebook thing, follow me on YouTube. I'll be able to see all of your comments. Subscribe to the channel. Leave anything in the chats. You have any super chats, feel free, all of that. And Facebook, yeah, man, you guys, I can see your chats anyway. Right now, I'm going to enter all the information in regards to all the results from this weekend. And Liverpool played Aston Villa during the midweek as well. So let me just get this up for you guys. Right. Yeah, so thank you for your support yet again. But now this is the update. So in the first game, so Aston Villa drew with Liverpool 2-2. That was midweek on the 19th of February. And boy, oh boy, I was hoping that Liverpool would take some points off Aston Villa. Well, not take some points, take all the points. Because these guys here, yeah, man, they was able to get a point. Ended 2-2. I didn't necessarily watch that game. Obviously saw that Salah and that squad. And personally speaking, yeah, man, Aston Villa, it's not an easy ground to go to. And Liverpool, yeah, I was expecting them to get the W, if I just be completely honest with you. But they didn't get the W. Absolutely gets like that. It gets like that still. But yeah, that is the first game. And that means that's the reason why Liverpool and Aston Villa both have 27 games, because they played midweek and they played on the weekend. So now I'm gonna get into the other results as well. So on Friday, Leicester drew with Brentford. They drew with Brentford. And boy, I said drew. They lost 4-0 to Brentford. How can I say that they drew? My fault. But yeah, they literally lost to Brentford 4-0 at home. And Leicester, man, this is the reason why they are in the relegation zone. These guys have 17 points and minus 34 goal difference. That is poor, man. That is poor. But that's why they most likely will be going down. It will be between them, Ipswich, and Wolves. So let's just see what will happen in between now and the end of the season, because, yeah, man, there's only 12 games left to play of the season. They need to win a couple more games, but I don't think they will. I think they'll most likely get relegated. But you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions. Do you think Leicester will get relegated? Let me know, because, yeah, man, it's not looking good for them or Ipswich. It's going to be in between Wolves, Ipswich, and Leicester to see who gets relegated, who will be the last team. So let's see what happens. But yeah, they got battered 4-0 by Brentford. Man, like when Mbeumo scored in that match, the man there scored in the game. And yeah, man. Let me just see who did score in that match. Let me see this. So yeah, in that match, Carvalho scored, Noga scored, and Mbeumo scored, and Wissa scored in the 4-0 win against Leicester. Yeah, man, we'll see what happens. But yeah, Leicester, they are in that relegation battle, man. We'll see what can happen between now and the end of the season, because there's only 12 games remaining. Only 12 games remaining. But now, I'm going to go over to the next game. And this was the first game of the weekend. And man even done this match. And you guys probably know who I'm talking about. So, Everton and Manchester United, yeah? These lot drew 2-2. Everton Man United drew 2-2, man. And look, that means that Everton, they are 14th, and Manchester United are 15th. These men are 15th in the Premier League. And personally speaking, this is brilliant, man. A -7 goal difference. 30 points. It's peak for United. This is the lowest they're ever going to finish in the Premier League. But man needs to be honest. Everton, they threw it away. They were 2-0 up. 2-0 up. Only for Man United to score 2 goals in 8 minutes to rescue them. Rescue them, because they was able to get 1 point. If they didn't get 1 point, they would literally be 16th right now. They would be 16th right now with the fact that West Ham won their game. But luckily for them, yeah, man, they're only ahead by goal difference. But that can change in the next week's fixtures. But yeah, man, Manchester United, it's looking long for you, man. They're still, you man ain't gonna finish above 12. Or to be honest, it's not impossible that you can't. But you're going to finish lower than 8th last season, which was your worst finish. You're going to be on record for getting your worst finish ever again in back-to-back seasons. Setting new standards for yourself. Hey, man, I love it, because I love to see Manchester United in the mud 100%. That sees man in the mud. But yeah, that was literally the game. That was the first game of the weekend. And then one of the 3 p.m. games, we had one of the 3 p.m. games, we had Bournemouth. They lost to Wolves 1-0. They lost to Wolves 1-0, yeah. And if man deeps it, yeah, Wolves, they needed that win, because that makes them go 5 points clear of the relegation zone. This can help them stay out of going down next season, which is very good for them. Because they do have a good attack. When you look at all the other teams in the Premier League, these man, -18 goal difference, but the others -30, -34, -42. Like Southampton are going down no matter what happens. 9 points after 26 games. Insane. But Wolves, they done enough. And in their game, who scored? Because I wouldn't be surprised if it's man like, if it was man like, I'm gonna say their best player, Mateus Cunha. I wouldn't be surprised if he's the one that scored. And what do you know? He's the one that scored. He scored to get Wolves ahead. I'm not sure how it happened. I didn't even see the game like that. But Bournemouth, on the other hand, man, it's long for them, because they could have been higher up in the table. If they even got a point, they'd be level on points with Newcastle as well as Manchester City, but they don't. Not only did they lose at home to Wolves, but these guys had a man sent off. Zobani is going to miss the next 3 games for them, which is a big miss. He is a very good player for them. and the big reason why they've even been in the Champions League places. We're trying to get Champions League football. So for me, this is a blow for them. And with certain games that could be coming up next, yeah, it's due to be long for these men still. It's due to be long. But that's how the cookie crumbles. Luckily for us, Bournemouth lost. If these guys had even got a point, it'd be even longer for us. But obviously, I'll get to us soon enough. But yeah, Wolves, they beat Bournemouth 1-0 and helps them get closer to finishing in the Premier League to stay up for another season. And Bournemouth, they take a huge blow in trying to get Champions League football. So we'll see what happens in the next couple of games. But on to the next match. So on to the next match. Ipswich, they drew. I mean, I said, why do I keep saying they drew? Ipswich lost 4-1 to Tottenham. And see, Tottenham, yeah, these man don't make a lot of sense. I'd be so honest with you. You guys don't really make too much sense. How can you be 12th with plus 15 goal difference? You have a better goal difference than Chelsea, Bournemouth, Newcastle, and Nottingham Forest, but yet you are all the way down in 12th place. You man don't make a lot of sense. I'd be so honest with you. You actually don't. But that's a Tottenham thing for you. These guys won 4-1 and just makes it even longer for Ipswich to stay up in the Premier League. It's a huge blow for them. They took a -3 goal difference hit. And boy, that's not looking good. 17 points after only 26 games. That's relegation form right there. And then I have to just wait and see what happens between now and the end of the season, because who scored for Tottenham in that match? So in that match, Amari Hutchinson scored for Ipswich. Kulusevski scored for Tottenham. Spence scored for Tottenham, and Brennan Johnson got a double for Tottenham. That makes it 4-1 to them on match week 26 in the Premier League. On match week 26 in the Premier League. So, hey man, it's looking long for these men. They're still looking long. But it's how the cookie crumbles at the end of the day. There's still 12 games to go. Where will Tottenham finish? You guys let me know in the comments. Guys let me know in the comments. And yeah, Ipswich, I think that they will get relegated. I think the bottom three will be how it is. So yeah, man, you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments after. And now to move over to Southampton and Brighton. So Southampton, they lost to Brighton 4-0 at home. And it's another reason why these guys will they are definitely going to get relegated. There is, 8 points separating them from 19th and 18th. They are not going to be able to get those 9 points without the other teams picking up some sort of points. 9, these guys' record in the Premier League this season. What even is their record in the Premier League this season, fam? Because that is abysmal. They have 2 wins, 21. No, wait. What? I don't even know. These guys have 21 losses in the Premier League. That is insane. 21 losses, only 2 wins in the Premier League. It's wild still. Wild. But that's what happens when you're going to be a relegated side. These guys' issue more time is the fact that they try to play out from the back. And it doesn't always work. Well, most of the time it doesn't work. They have bottled leads numerous amount of times when they should have been able to win. But it's just how the game goes, isn't it? Just how the game goes, it is looking absolutely long for these man. But now, obviously, in terms of Brighton, this helps them move up, and they are now 2 points off 8th place, 3 points off 7th and 6th, and only 4 points off 5th and 4th. Wild still. Wild, considering where they have been. They've been on a good run recently. They've won their last 2 games in a row in the Premier League, picking up 6 points, while other teams have dropped points. That's jarring, man. Absolutely jarring. Obviously, they're going to be behind us. They're literally 3 points behind us. Hence why the next game in the Premier League for Chelsea is going to be very important. We cannot afford to lose because we play Southampton. That has to be a W. No excuses. But then, but yeah, Brighton 4-0. Who scored for these, man? So Hinselwood, Mitoma, Rutter, and João Pedro scored for Brighton in that game. But now, I'm going to move over to the next match. And this is a match that man even covered for me. So I'm happy with this result still. I'm very happy with this result. Arsenal, they literally lost 1-0 to West Ham. Oh, they lost 1-0 to West Ham. And this is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You know why? Because no Premier League title for Arsenal. No Premier League title. They are only 11 points. They are 11 points behind Liverpool, but they have a game in hand. But at worst case scenario, what would that mean? 11, 10, 9, 8. There'll be 8 points separating them from Liverpool, even if they win their next game. But are they going to win the Premier League? No. These guys can't even win 6 games in a row. They have Lewis Skelly out for the next 3 games. He got a red card. Still no Saka. I said it. From even when... Sorry. But I said it. Even when Saka got injured, they can kiss their title hopes goodbye. They can kiss their title hopes goodbye. There's no chance that these guys are going to win. So for me, this is just absolutely brilliant at this stage. No Premier League title for Arsenal, and they're meant to be title challengers. Oh, it's long there. But that's them. West Ham, what does that do for them? That puts them on the same amount of points as Manchester United. And boy, it's been a good game for West Ham, man. They done what they needed to do, got the points, and now Manchester United, my God, watch out. We might finish 15th or anything, Kyle. Have to wait and see, but big up West Ham for getting the points against Arsenal. That is absolutely brilliant from where I stand. But now, I'm going to move over to the next game. And this is where it gets jarring from. This is where it gets jarring. Actually, no, there was another 3 p.m. game. My fault. I was about to talk about our game. So, in the next match, Fulham, they drew. Why I keep saying this? Fulham, they lost 2-0 to Crystal Palace. I big up Crystal Palace for this, man. If Fulham would have won, that'd have put them on the same amount of points as Aston Villa and breathing down our necks. Fam. But luckily, it ain't the case. Luckily, it's not the case. We need to fix up, man. Can't see us become mid-table. Fair enough. I heard that. But we're not going to be there 100%. We're not going to be mid-table, in my opinion. So we'll see, innit? But I don't think we will be. But nonetheless, Crystal Palace, yeah, man, they literally lost 2-0 to Fulham. Crystal Palace, big you up, man. They're 13th. They go 3 points clear of Manchester United, who are 15th. And they're going level points with Tottenham. We shall see what will be happening between now and the end of the season. Fulham, thank God that they dropped points. Because if they didn't, they'll be on our tail. But let's just see what happens in it. But now, I'm going to go over to the next match. And this was the last match of the Saturday. So this was the last game of the Saturday. So this was the last game of the Saturday. Aston Villa 2, Chelsea 1. Hope you guys have seen my match review for this game. But it's very, very annoying. Because we went 1-0 up, courtesy of the Enzo Fernandez goal. Big up Pedro Neto for his assist. But damn, man. It was such a jarring result. I'd be so honest with you. Due to the fact that we went 1-0 up and these guys won the game because of their subs. And their subs, like, they done their thing. You bang on Rashford, Asensio got a double. Absolutely jarring, man, at this point in time. But that's just how the game goes, isn't it? Can't really do too much about it due to but we can actually. My fault. Jorgensen is the reason why we even lost this game. Jorgensen, your mistake, man, cost us a point. And if we would have got a point, that means that we would be on level points with Newcastle and Manchester City, but we would be 5th instead of 7th. That's what 1 point can do. Just getting 1 point. And realistically, if it was the end of the season and we just needed 1 point, don't care how we get it, we would have been 5th. That would get us Champions League football. So, yeah, man, it's absolutely annoying at this point in time. But this is just how the game goes. It's self-inflicted. Chelsea need to pattern up. We have to pattern up. We got Southampton next, so hopefully we can pattern up still. But then, but yeah, Aston Villa, they're 1 point behind us. They have a game in hand. So we can still be a cushion ahead of them if we win against Southampton. That'll make us 4 points ahead of them. So let's just hope that we get that, because I still believe we can get Champions League football. But you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Do you think Chelsea will get Champions League football? Let me know down below. For now, to move over to today's games, which happened on the Sunday. And boy, the first match was a blockbuster match still. It was a blockbuster match. So, Newcastle, these guys won 4-3. And it was a mad game. Nottingham Forest went 1-0 up. But then Newcastle just obliterated them, scoring 4 goals before the end of the first half. It was mad. Miley scored, Murphy scored, Isak with 2 goals. And that chip that he done for his penalty, that was rude. How someone couldn't save that is wild, but that's just what happened, innit? I'd be real, man. Newcastle, from that point forward, I did feel that they were definitely going to win. But with Nottingham Forest, they didn't leave without having a fight. Because they was able to get 2 goals in the second half. Milinkovic scored, as well as Yates scored. But managed to talk about the best goal of the game, which was man like Callum Hudson-Odoi. He got a banger to put Nottingham Forest 1-0 up. Dispossessed Murphy and shot from about 30 yards out. Hey, big him up for his performance, man. He was an absolute. He done his thing. I can't say he was on absolute smoke, but that goal, yeah, it was a brazy goal. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets nominated for Premier League Goal of the Month. So let's just wait and see. But yeah, Newcastle, they literally lost 4-3 to Nottingham Forest. Newcastle won 4-3 against Nottingham Forest. My mistake. And now this is the last game of the weekend. So this was the last game of the weekend, and it was Manchester City 0, Liverpool 2, and that does us well. It helps Chelsea out in the aspect of the fact that if Man City would even got a point or got 3 points, there'll be even more space between us and them in the race for UCL football. What's his name? Erling Haaland wasn't on the bench. He is injured. I don't know how long for, but hopefully it's for at least the next 5 or 6 games, because these guys, yeah, man, it's looking long for them. Will they be able to score goals? Will they be able to get some wins? Have to wait and see, but they're not in the best of form this season. But yeah, man, Chelsea, we are 1 point behind them. Big up Liverpool for getting the win. That makes them got 11 points clear of Arsenal. Mo Salah and Dominic Szoboszlai with the goals to help Liverpool go ahead. Big them up, man. Big them up. And yeah, that concludes the Premier League table update. If you guys want to let me know any thoughts and opinions you have in the comments, feel free. Please make sure. Wait, let me just talk about next week's games, because there's games on the Tuesday as well. Let me just go through the next matches that will be happening this week, on match week 27. So match week 27 will be games on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And that is Wolves. They'll be taking on Fulham in the Premier League. Brighton will be taking on Bournemouth. Crystal Palace will be taking on Aston Villa. West Ham and Leicester are postponed. Chelsea will take on Southampton at 8:15. I will be doing a watch along for that game, so stay tuned for that on Tuesday, as well as on Wednesday. Brentford take on Everton. Nottingham Forest take on Arsenal. Man United take on Ipswich. Tottenham face Manchester City, and Liverpool, they play Newcastle. Then on the Thursday, it will be West Ham versus Leicester. Those will be the games for this week. I'll most likely do a watch along for the Chelsea game, most definitely. I will be doing a watch along for Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal, because that has more implications to us rather than the other games, if I'm going to be honest with you, because there's no guarantees where Arsenal will finish, but Nottingham Forest, yeah, managed to make sure that these guys drop points, or it's the Liverpool and Newcastle game. You guys, let me know in the comments what game you think I should do, or I'll do a poll for which watch along you want me to do. Then on Thursday, West Ham play Leicester. Yeah, I don't know, depending on what I'm doing, I might do the watch along for that game, but we'll wait and see. But then that is the next games for the weekend. I mean, not for the weekend, but for the games on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If you guys want to let me know any thoughts and opinions that you have in the comments, feel free to let me know. If not, watch this back. I will be doing more Premier League table updates as the weeks go past. There's only 12 match days left. I'll be doing one near enough every week, or whenever the next Premier League table week ends. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you guys soon enough with some more football content. So make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram Threads, and Snapchat for more content in regards to football. I am a Chelsea fan, but I love football, so I'll be doing more football content and obviously doing FIFA content as well. So stay tuned for that kind of stuff. Thank you for your support, and I will see you guys soon. I'm CFC RealistBlue, and I'm out. Peace. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Must win game against Southampton. We have to win that game. We have to. But in a bit, my people, damn. Love.